What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode here of the 10-Minute Checkpoint podcast, hosted by me, SanchoWest. We're talking about movies, video games, and anything underneath the sun. And of course, it's all done in 10 minutes. And this is the first ever YouTube edition for the podcast. So thank you so much for tuning in. And hello, the people on the YouTube side of the thing. Everything has been popping when it comes to the Spotify's, of course, and all the Soundcloud. So we have been an audio-only podcast for a bit. And I know I've been on a hiatus for about a minute when it comes down to all the different gigs that I have when it comes to the Olympics and it comes to FNCS, the Fortnite competitive scene. But here we are, embarking on another journey and another phase for the 10-Minute Checkpoint podcast. So I'm very excited here to bring it to the YouTube side of things. And I think YouTube side of the world enjoyed the Checkpoint Amigos podcast. So no doubt it's going to be a little bit of that. It's going to be a solo podcast, and we try to kind of cover one big main topic. So with that, without further ado, let's go ahead and put 10 minutes on the clock. Let's go. All right. Battle Royales. Is it a mode or a fad that is finally waning off? And the reason why I brought this is because, for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Battle Royale fan. I absolutely love the genre. I think it's one of the best genre that has been introduced with the modern technology that we have. And that is why I really believe that it is now a genre. It is its own mode, so to speak, like Team Deathmatch. And it's going to be here forever. And the reason why I brought this up, this question came to light, was I was watching a lot of the PlayStation State of Play. I was watching Gamescom, and there was only one Battle Royale announcement, and that was for Blood Hunt. Of course, the Gamescom had Blood Hunt revealed, and then you had the PlayStation 5 reveal of Blood Hunt during the PlayStation State of Play. And that was it. I remember a couple days or a couple of months, or, forever ago, it feels like, that Battle Royale was the thing. Every single game, indie, no matter what, AAA, was toying with the idea of Battle Royale. But I always felt that Battle Royale has never reached its full potential, that we are just scratching the surface when it comes to this mode of Battle Royale. And we have already seen a lot of different iterations of Battle Royale come to light. One of the ones is Vigor. Vigor is a very interesting Battle Royale. Is when you go out, it's a third person's perspective game. You go out, you go and compete against about 20 to 30 people. It's been a while since I played it. You collect loot, and then you go back and rebuild your base. You build it up. It's not a very traditional Battle Royale. You don't drop into a map. You hit a spawn point, and you're in like a big mid-sized map. And I, for one, think that the Battle Royale genre, when it was chased after so hard back in the day, it was this whole notion of getting just, when you cut down it, then you bare bones it. It's just all about 100 people or so, a huge amount of people dropping into a map, and chaos ensues. They're getting pushed by a circle, a gas, a storm, an entity, or whatever it is, and they're all colliding, and they're going to fight to the last one stands. That's usually what Battle Royale is. But when I was thinking this question, going back to it, and I was wondering, of course, Battlefield 2042 doesn't have an official Battle Royale. Halo Infinite doesn't have an official Battle Royale. And that is just odd to me, that you would think that, something has been finding so much big success. And I like to say the big three when it comes to Battle Royales: Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex Legends. Of course, recently Apex Legends finding a new ground footing with the M-Fam, Nick Merckx' community kind of going in there and taking over. Granted, right now, Apex Legends having a little bit of service issues, but things are getting better on the back foot. The whole point I'm trying to make is you have the big three when it comes to Battle Royales, right? They're just dominant. They're taking over everything. When a lot of people hear the announcements of Battlefield coming out, of Halo coming out, we're all expecting a Battle Royale. It just makes sense. And here's the things that I really enjoyed. And I said this in a previous podcast with 10-Minute Checkpoint. If you want to check it out, my thoughts on Halo having a Battle Royale and things of that sort. But essentially, it is like a multiplayer mode missing Team Deathmatch. And I think a lot of people have this stigma in terms of the entire population surrounding Battle Royale as being just a throw-in type vibe. But I will argue that, again, like I said in the opening statement of this podcast, is we are barely scratching the surface of the genre. There's so many interesting things that you can do with a battle royale. There's so many different facets of it. You can make it more intimate. You can make it about a smaller map with about 30 people, and you can still get that intensity that PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds had at the very beginning. One of my favorite things is the new latest battle royale, like I mentioned, Blood Hunt, is a really solid battle royale, and it's featuring vampires from the Masquerade world. And it's a very interesting thematic battle royale that you have vampires and essentially in Prague, and has a lot of rooftop combat. The gunplay in that game is so good. The movement in that game is so good. The locomotion, the moment-to-moment action of that game is so good. Right now, it's currently available on Steam. It's free to play, but it will come to the PlayStation 5 eventually. It's really solid, and I enjoy it. It's one of those ones that I could drop in and have a great time. Speaking of drop-ins, it doesn't have a drop-in mechanic, and that's what I mean. There's other games like Spellbreak, I believe, Spellbreak was one, and there's a couple of them out there where you don't drop into the map in a helicopter or a boat. You literally pick where you spawn, and I, by far, am a huge fan of that mechanic over dropping in. I, for one, thinking dropping in would have been played out if Blood Hunt had the mechanic where you dropped in from a helicopter or a plane as a vampire. It'd be kind of corny. Not gonna lie, be kind of corny, but luckily it doesn't do that. It does this spawn in mechanic, and you know exactly where you're gonna go. The spawning is 100% when it comes to the legendary chest. You know where all the floor loot is. You know where you're gonna get health. You know where you're gonna get armor. And what's really cool is everything's thematic. If someone, you need more health, you go and find an NPC, a civilian in Prague, and you suck their blood, and you get their health back. Or you could Diabloize, something like that. That's what it's called. Another vampire and replenish your health. There's so many cool thematic things that they do, the little details that make it feel different and make it feel fun. And that's what I'm saying. There could be a pirate battle royale making its announcement, and I, for one, would think that would be an amazing thing to have a pirate battle royale. But the whole thing about it is, like, I don't think it's a genre that is going out, or it's a fad, and this is where we will bring in the button of this whole thing. So I was tweeted out, and I said, is battle royales a fad? And a developer, I'm just going to remain nameless. If you want to do the investigating, you can. They said no. They really believe that it is a team deathmatch mode, and that they are just revolutionizing the genre in general. And what that says to me is that there's so many different ways a battle royale could explore that intensity of being the last person standing, the last player standing. Like I mentioned, Vigor, the ability to go and get loot to build a base, the ability to submerge yourself with some fantastic gunplay, some great environments. I really think that there's so many AAA studios that have not yet begun to explore or unlock what a battle royale can do. And I don't know, is it because the big three are just so dominant? Every big three, Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends, they all have a different moment-to-moment action. And that is what makes Blood Hunt so good, is that moment-to-moment action. It stands alone on itself, on its own small indie legs, so to speak. Shark Mom, no disrespect. Fantastic battle royale. So there's always this swirling rumors for the longest time, and I've made lots of YouTube videos on this. In the very beginning, feels like years ago for those people that are huge Last of Us fans, is if Naughty Dog would make a battle royale, it would be one of the best battle royales that ever existed, simply because it will get the intensity, it will get the environment, and I think it will solve the biggest issue in battle royales that even the big three have, except maybe one of them, is why play battle royales, why grind battle royales beyond just winning, right? And that is what makes Apex Legends so good, because its rank system actually pushes the genre a little bit further. We could get into the mechanics of things of that sort, but I really believe that Naughty Dog will push the whole genre forward to make you want to go back into the map, to make you want to go explore, make you want to go combat and put yourself in stressful situations. Who knows? And I've always been saying this, it could be done with finding collectibles. It could be done by finding cosmetics. There's so many interesting things, and I feel like the battle royale genre is not a fad. It is here to stay. But the battle royale developers out there are getting comfortable with what is a battle royale. And they're letting the overall general public, when it comes to video gamers out there, kind of just say what a battle royale is. It is not a popcorn type vibe. It can be, it sometimes is, but you could actually find a lot of substance behind this genre. And there's a lot more juice to squeeze out of that orange. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the 10-Minute Checkpoint podcast. If you're an audio listener, you could go ahead and find it where all the audios, wherever you like to listen to podcasts, on SoundCloud and Spotify. Leave a review to boost yourself. This is technically like a third season revamp of the 10-Minute Checkpoint podcast. And if you out there in the YouTube world want to see more, make sure to like and leave a comment down below. And hey, subscribe. I'll see you around next time. Adios. Peace.